Hello everybody, welcome to A Conflict Dogtag walkthrough. I have started on the French side. Unfortunately, it is the daytime now, but that is easily dealt with. Let me swap to the German side, and let's take a look at the loadout. Your primary weapon should be an LMG with plenty of bullets. Your sidearm should be one with a reloadable magazine that's relatively quick. M1911's great. P08's fine. C93 is also great. Not too many more. Maybe the number 3 revolver, but I wouldn't recommend it. These four pistols are great though. One of your gadgets should be the ammo crate, and the other a limpet charge. Your grenade will be the stick grenade, and your melee weapon a combat knife. Your specializations do not matter. Let me spawn in and start the timer. Taking us almost 180, we're going to go to the E flag building, or the chateau. I did not pronounce that right, but that's alright. And what we are going to be doing here, once we get inside, is chucking a grenade in between a sandbag and a wooden crate, and then we will proceed to destroy every single light source within the building. I'm going to do a limpet charge on this found square real quick, as it might aid me in my explanation of the sandbag step, but that does not matter right now. You do not have to destroy it. As I said, aim a grenade in between here. You really want to... Oh. Oh, well, alright. That wasn't supposed to happen, but that's okay. Well, while that recharges, I just start destroying all the candles and stuff. Gives quite a few bullets to destroy all the light sources and stuff. It's really annoying that way. It's got a limpet charge. Get a grenade in here. There we go. Now it's safely tucked in between. Unfortunately, I will have a scuff mark on my grid, but we will be able to differentiate. There we go. Sweet. Let's just keep destroying every single light source. So you really want to avoid destroying the outer walls, as this might let light bleed through. In terms of finding your candlestick distance, you can already see I'm like 4 to 6 steps away from the candlestick, and I'm already striking with the combat knife, so you don't need much distance. You don't need to be really that close. Here, I'll show it again. I'm about like 4 or 6 steps away. I'm gonna strike. It's not quite registering, but I'm gonna make micro adjustments. See, I'm already hitting the back wall. So now it's just not hitting. There we go. See, I'm already like two squares away, and I'm hitting the candlestick. So just so you're aware of that. Alright, let's keep getting that limpet charge inside. I want to destroy all these inner walls. And I'm going to leave this light for last. So all these guys are all going. Destroy this with my gun. Grenade over here. Shoot these lights out. I'm going to limpet charge these wooden crates. While that's going on, I'm going to be shooting over here. This is another reliable candlestick that I just want to avoid destroying with a limpet charge. That's fine, great. Here, this candlestick can absolutely limpet charge this one, so that's going to go right there. That's going to go over there to destroy that furniture. Keep the ammo crates close by, once again. I'm really kind of actually going really slow with this. Beautiful. Inner wall's being destroyed. Just get all this furniture and crap out the way. I'll reload. Obviously, this is a lot easier with a friend, but I don't have the luxury of a friend helping me with this task right now. Okay. Alright, any more inner walls I have destroyed? Everything's actually looking pretty good right now. I still have that candlestick, but I can actually try and cheese my way out of that one by hopefully doing that. Okay. Well, I didn't want to do that because now, see, it's going to be a lot harder to see, but maybe it'll work out. So Let me limpet charge these crates again. I don't know why they didn't explode. Let's just move all that furniture out the way, all that, and then we'll just have that one last. Oh, I did not mean to do that. Did I accidentally activate the ominous noise? No, I didn't. I'm missing the light source, but where? Ah, I see him. Ah, you nasty, nasty little bugger. Alright. That ominous noise confirms that we are done with this step. Sometimes your candle may glitch out. It might show a lamp. I've never seen only the lamp appear, but it might be like a little hue or something. But this has already been 5 minutes in, so that's really bad. Let me pull out my candle conflict solver website, and let me proceed with this portion of the Easter egg. Okay, I'm going to activate this candlestick. I'm going to record the IDs. So this is 1, 2, 5's not lit up. So 1, 2, let me make sure 6 is not lit up. It's not. Okay. So it's just 1 and 2 right now. Let me get these doors real quick. So 1, 2, and 6. Or, sorry, not 6. So an ID number 1, it's going to be 1, 2. ID number 2. 1. So 1, let me make sure 6 is not lit up. It's not. Okay. So it's 1 and 5 right now. Yeah, 1 and 5. Okay, so ID number 2 is 1, 5, no spaces. Activating ID number 3. 1, 3, I see 7 too. So 1, 3, 5, 7. 1, 3, 5, 7. Alright. 1, 3, 5, 7. And ID number 3. Activating ID number 4 now. 1, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Alright. So 1, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, I believe. Was that right? Yeah, 1. So everything but 2. 1, 3, 4, 5, 6 is lit up 2, and 7. Yep, so everything but 2. Alright, so ID number 4 is 1, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. ID number 5. So 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. These are a lot of IDs. This should be the last, so ID number 6 should be the last lengthy one. So 3, did I see 4? No, I didn't. So 3, 5's not lit up. So 3, 6, 7. Okay, 3, 6, 7. Beautiful. And 1, so ID number 7, and it should just be the 1 candlestick, and it's number 3. Okay. Alright, I'm going to click solve now, and my solution is 1, 5, 5. So I'm going to go straight into my solution. I might see other candlesticks light up or deactivate, it doesn't matter. I'm just going straight for my solution. So now I clicked 1 once, and I'm going to go 5 and 5 again. Beautiful. Now my game is ready. So I'm going to wait for the sandbags to spawn, but before I do this is I am going to activate or set up my grid. You're going to start on this wall corner here. So if you're coming in from the door, it's this corner right here. Start on the right side of this black checker, this corner here, and now you're just going to go 3 to the left. 3 to the left from that corner. And then you go 8 up or to the wall. You're not going to, obviously you need a full square for the grid, so you're not going to go past the wall. So that's why you stop right here. And this is going to be 8 across here, or just before this corner. And then just simply complete the square. Cool. because it's not going to go past the corners or the walls. And then while I reload, I'm going to set up my 4x4 here. So this is my plus sign. This helps me orientate my corners and such. So there we go. That is 4 4x4 squares. And now I've set up my grid. The sandbags will have been given ample amounts of time to spawn. Let me set up my equipment. I've got my pencil ready right here. And let us record these positions and also explain them. Awesome. Okay, so I see a few corners. So let's see if there's any green actually. So there's no green sandbags for this one, but we have plenty of yellows. Wow, I've never seen a full side of yellows, but we have plenty of yellows. And I've seen some reds. Yeah, some reds are here. These are this second last step, and a few oranges, but a lot of yellows. Okay, very interesting. Well, let us begin. So when you're counting your sandbag levels, there's a few things we want to do. You can use this fountain square to orientate yourself, and if you split between the middle, so this is looking at the top of my grid, or the top of that light zone grid. This is the top left quadrant, this square here. This is the top right quadrant, this square here on that fountain square grid, the bottom right quadrant, and the lower left quadrant. Awesome. So let's just begin. So some players count this, so you might see this little half step. Well, it's more like a quarter step, but I say a little half step. So some players count this in their guide, some don't. So this is an example of an orange sandbag. So you go 1, 2, 3, 4 if you count the half step, or if you just want the regular steps, it's 1, 2, 3. But it's always in the middle of the staircase. So this is an orange sandbag. It's one away from the corner. It's in the top left quadrant. So I'm going to mark an X on this fountain square grid. Awesome. So that's one of the 12 total sandbags. This is an example of a red one. Red sandbags are second to last step from the bottom. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 if you count the half step, 5 if you don't. So this is a red one. If you have a little bit of trouble, it's actually the middle. So yeah, they're equal distance apart, but if you see this middle one, it's not quite close to the corner, but it's also not in the middle either. So it's that slightly away from the middle, or slightly away, yeah, from the pure middle. So that would be row A, column C, red sandbag, and then that applies to the other side as well. So that's that row A, column F, red sandbag. This is an example of a yellow sandbag. It's 1 to 2 steps away from the bottom, and yellow sandbags are really easy because they're either in the corner or they're not. So this is an example of row C, column E. Oops, row C, column E, and this is a corner yellow, so that's row C, column F. This is another example of an orange sandbag. Actually, I can just mark all the yellow sandbags. So this is the top right quadrant going into the bottom right quadrant, so I can actually just mark every single sandbag position for this yellow section, which is really easy. So it's column F, and it's rows C through to F for that one, so that's real easy. This one is column G, and I believe, so it's one away from the corner. Okay, yeah. So it's close, it's not the corner, but it's one down away from the corner, so it is, I believe, it is row C, column G. There we go. And this is a red sandbag. It's not quite in the middle again, so a pure middle red sandbag would line up with this pole right here, but it's not. So it's just one away, and it's not quite close to that corner yet. So that is row F, column H. This one right here, that red sandbag. And then this is a pure, so I've already marked this yellow sandbag, but that's a yellow corner. This is an orange corner. So that would be row G, column G right there. And I think this is the left one. So remember, this is my bottom left quadrant. This is a red sandbag. And this one is absolutely in the pure middle. So there we go, directly in the middle. If I use that fountain square to orientate, so that's my bottom left. And I believe that's all 12. I might be missing one, but let me check. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. It is. So let me translate. So one is in, so the orange, going from the top left quadrant, I have row C, column B, and row A, column C. In my top right quadrant, I have row C, column E, row C, column F, row A, column F, and row D, column F. I also have row C, column G, and that's it, because that's 5 sandbags. Yep, beautiful. Okay. In my bottom right quadrant, I have 4 sandbags. So one of them is in row E, column F. The other is in row F, column F. Another one is in row G, column G. So those were the 2 corners that I just did. And then the last one is row F, column H. And then for that red sandbag in the bottom left quadrant was row H, column D. Beautiful. And that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. That is our 12 possible sandbags. Awesome. Now, panels. As you know, the panels go from left to right, 1 to 8 on this side. So this is 1 to 8. I do not count the corners, the absolute corners. And then on the other side, let me get out this window. And then this is 9 through to 16. So I'm going to use one reference number, and I always choose 4. I like it, it's the most convenient. And I'm going to be testing this pillar 4, which is to the left of the front door. This is pillar number 4. I'm going to be testing it with every single number except for 4 in the game. Now the first 2 numbers, so let me do that now so I can activate these in pairs. So 4 and 1 right now. I'm going to see if it's a hit or a miss. Let me keep my pistol out for the remainder of this. And we do have a light. So 4 and 1 activated 1 light. So like that. Beautiful. So I'm going to not do anything in my log. I'm going to leave 4-1 as it is. But in row B, column C, I'm going to mark 4-1 to let myself know that that specific light position is activated. And I also have shot it. Now, time for 4-2. So I'm going to be testing it with all the other numbers in the... Oops, I didn't mean to do that. But I'm going to be testing it with all the other numbers in the game. So this is 4-2. So 4-2 has activated another horizontal light. So I'm going to mark... Actually, did I... Ooh, I almost screwed myself over. I marked everything as column C, or row C, not column... I marked everything as row C, not row B. Now let me transfer to row B. So I'm marking 4-1 in row B, column C, and 4-2 in row B, column E. There we go. So the 2 differing numbers in this horizontal plane mean that row B is 4, and because the 2 light positions switched at the top, it's row C, or column C is 1, and column E is 2. So 4 is going to be my reference row. This is number 4 right here. It's going to be my reference row, and I'm going to be testing all the other columns, basically. Any misses that I observe mean that these numbers for this server, this attempt, these are all rows. You can't... So a light position activates when you successfully combine a row and a column. You cannot activate a position if the numbers are both rows or both columns. So because I've already discovered 4 as my row, this means I have 7 unknown rows. So 7 misses results in these 7 unknown rows. And I will test these later. But right now I have to test 4 with all the other numbers to see which ones are columns, and I have to figure out their position. So it's a lot of moving around and stuff. So let's test 4 and 3. So every single hit number will appear on this horizontal plane. If 4 was my column, then I would have expected this number to be somewhere along this strip right here, but it's not. So 4 is not my column. The column C is not 4, so it's on the horizontal plane. This is 4, 3, so I know column B is 3. And I will shoot that to make sure everyone knows. I'm not doing 4, 4 because that doesn't make sense. You can't combine 4 cannot be a row and a column. So I'm just going to go straight to 4, 5. So 4, 5 have activated column G. So I've only have 4, 1 and 4, 2 as specific positions. Otherwise, I'm just recording the numbers in the columns for now. That was just to determine whether 4 was my row or my column. So 4 and 6. So 4 and 6 are our first miss. I'm going to be putting an X next to 4, 6 in my log, letting me know that 6 is a miss, and therefore it is one of my rows. Awesome. And it was bound to happen. If I got all single-digit hits, that would be quite a spectacular run for me, but it's very unlikely. So this is 4, 7. 4, 7 are unfortunately a miss as well, so I'll be putting an X next to that. And now let's go 4, 8. Hopefully this is a hit. Actually, well, we'll see. I like to be really lazy when I'm doing these Easter eggs, so 4, 8 is a hit, and column A, as in apples, is 8. Awesome. Now, let us do the other side. So 4 and 9. 4 and 9 have not activated the light. Okay, so I'm putting an X next to 4, 9. And now let's do 4, 10. So that's 4, 10. We have not activated another light. 10 is a miss, so I'm putting an X right next to it. Now, 4, 11. This is probably the most boring and tedious part of this. I can hop through this window, and 11's right here. I can also smash out this one, and just hop right here. Oh. Apparently not for that one, but you can hop through this one. I don't know why. Alright, 4, 11 have activated Monsieur right here. So that is column H. Column H is 11. So I only actually need to... Oh, no, that the math doesn't work. My apologies. I need to find 2 more hits. So I can actually just go through here. So the flagpole to the left is 12 to 9, and to the right is 13 to 16. So if I go from the inside, therefore I'm facing this way, to my right is 12, and to the left is 13. So this is me 12. Oh, did I not? Oops. Did I not do 4? Okay. In my explanation, I might have gotten lost a little bit, so that's fine. So I know for sure that this is column 5, so I can activate 4 and 5 again and see if this deactivates. If it does, then I know that I can reset. So that turned off. I'll just turn it back on to make sure. So that turned on. So my light is now reset. I'm happy to proceed. I'm going to be recording 12 as a miss. Alright, 4 and 13. So 4, hop through the window, and 13. So you don't have to worry about 13 hopping through the window, messing up with your stuff. 13's a miss. It's only explosives potentially triggering the pillars that you want to worry about, not hopping through windows and stuff. Some people say you can't hop through the windows, but you absolutely can. So 4 and 14. 4 and 14's a miss. Okay, so either 15... So 15 and 16 are both the last 2, but I need to still hit 1 to see what the position they are in terms of the column. So I'll go for 15. and then I know the other one's 16. So 15 is a hit here, and that's column F. So 15 is column F, 16 is column D. Awesome. I'm going to deactivate 4 and 5 just to make sure that my lights are behaving appropriately and I'm doing everything right. That should turn off, and it has. We're ready to proceed. So along the way, I recorded 7 misses. These misses were... Actually, let me turn this off because I'll have to just keep it off later. But the 7 misses were 6, 7, 9, 10, 13, and 14. I'm going to be using one of the columns that I've just now discovered to test all of my rows, except for 4, because I already know 4 is a row. But, so let me count how many. So I have 1, 2, I have 2 digits on one side and 9, 10, 12, 13, 14 on the other side. So I'm going to be using one of the double digit numbers as a column to figure out which one I want to do. In this case, I'm going to use, so I have, I'm going to use 15 because I have 5 lights on 15 that I need to activate. So that will really, really help me out. Okay, well, awesome. And 15 is really close to 14, 13, 12, so this is great for me. So this is number 15, so I'm going to do 15 and 15, 14, sorry. That'll activate on this, so it's column F, so that's 14. So row C is 14, not 4. I'll wonder, actually, I might just cross off on the log. Yeah, I might just cross it off on the log to save myself space on the log. So I just did 15 and 14 as the miss, and then I'll now do like 15 and 13 stuff. So row C is 14, so 13 to the right of the flagpole. There you go. And then I could just hop in here. And that is actually this light, which is just under the plus sign, so that's row E is 13, and I'll cross that off on the log. Awesome. Now let's do 12 and 15. You can actually just mix up the pairings as well, because it doesn't matter. They're coordinates. They're not specific pairings, so I can just do 12 and 15 right here, and I'll achieve the same result of a light being on one of. So row 12, or row A is 12, and I dropped my pencil, sorry. I'm going to cross that off, so now I need to do 10 and 9 still with 15. Alright, let's do that. So 15 and 10. So what has this one done? So that is this one, I believe. Okay. So that was the bottom one, so that's row F. So it's row F is 10. And let me do 9 now. (15 and 9). 15 and 9 is this one just above the plus sign. Okay, so row D. So row D is 9. Okay, cross that off. So now I just have to do either 6 or 7, and I'll combine it with 15. So let me just do that now. So this is 6 right here, because remember, this one's 5. And then 15, I can already tell. So these brown pillars are the pillars outside, and 15 is to the right of this door. So there you go. So that's 15. Now, I only need to test 6 of the misses, because obviously the 7th one will be wherever this one isn't. So row G is 7, or 6, sorry. I did test 6. I will... That was 6. Well, I need to do 5 and 6 anyways. So if 5 and 6 activate this one, then I'm sure. Oh, that's not 5, that's 4, my bad. 5 and 6. should activate that right to the corner. Yeah, okay. So I can block the sunlight with my body, so that's 5 and 6. That's the corner, and I need that anyways. So row G is 6. I'm sorry, I just had a mental lapse, so that must mean row H is 7. Beautiful. So now I know the identities of all my stuff, and now I'm going to be checking off all the sandbags I've discovered so far. So unfortunately for the row 4, I have to turn all these guys off because none of them are my sandbags, but the column 15 is awesome because a lot of the sandbag positions, thanks to 4 of them being yellow ones, are my numbers. So 15, 12, this top here, that's one of them, so I'm going to check that off. 14, 15, row C, column F is on. It's actually the next 4, so that it was this third one here. This third, fourth, fifth, and sixth are all good lights. And then I just turn off this bottom one. So 15, 6 I have to turn off. Otherwise, that's good. And then this is also one that I discovered, so that's turned on. So I already have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 of the 12 sandbag positions on, which is really, really incredible. Usually you only get like 1, maybe 2 max. So that's really incredible. Okay, so I have to turn off all the 4 ones. So that's 4, 8, 4, 3, 4, 1, 4 and 16. Or no, I haven't done 16, so I don't need to do that one. It's actually, sorry, so this is 4, 1, 4, 3, 4, 8, 4, 3, 4, 1. That's 16. I don't need to do that one. This is 4, 2. 4, 15. And 4, 11. Cool. And then the last one I need to do, so I already did 4, 15, so it's just 15, 6, I believe. Yes, it is. All right, so I can actually just speed through this because I know the identities. So if I get confused, if I accidentally activate lights, I know which ones I've accidentally activated or whatever, so I don't care about that. So 4, 1, I can just speed through this, and I don't have to look whether am I doing it correct or not. So 4, 8, 4, 1, 4, 3, or no, 4, 2, 4, 3. Let me just make sure. So I did 4, 2. So I need to do 4 and 3. That's that second row. I accidentally marked the wrong one, sorry. Yeah, sweet, okay. All right, 4, 8. 4 and 8, 8 besides absolute corners just right here. So that's 4, 8, and then I can do 4 and 11, 4 and 15 like that. So 4 and 11 right here. And then 15 and 4. Remember, the combinations do not matter. So 15 and 4. Let me cross these 2 off, and then I'll just do 15 and 6, and that'll be all my non-relevant lights off. So I should have 6, by the end of this, 6 lights activated, corresponding to the 6 sandbag positions. So there we go. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 activated. Awesome. So that's 15, 6. Okay, so turn off, turn off, and then relevant lights, so sandbag lights. Okay, so I need 1 and 12, 14 and 3, 14 and 2, 5 and 14, or 14 and 5. Oh, 14s, okay. 14 and 5. 11 and 10. Oh, awesome. Okay, 11. Let me redo this. 14 and 5, my apologies. So 14 and 5. 11 and 10. or 10, 11. Let's be consistent out here. 10, 11, and 7 and 16. Awesome. Well, that's 6 of them, so let us begin. So, doesn't matter which order you do this, by the end you should just have the 12 sandbag positions activated. Remember, just hop through the middle, to the right, or to the left here, depending on where you're facing from. So that's 1 and 12, 14 and 3. I can actually just do 10 and 11 now too. So 10 and 11. So that's 1, 12, 10, and 11 done. So I have to do 14. So I'll do 14 and 5. So that's 15. This is 14. Do 14 and 5. 5's to the right of the door. Right here. Pillar here. So it's 5. 14 and 5 I've done. And then I'll do 7 and 16. So 7's one before the corner. This is 7. 7 and 16. Let me cross these two out. So 14 and 5. Now I need to do 14 and 3, 14 and 2, which is real easy. So 14, I'll do 2 right now. This is 3. Oh, I didn't activate it. 3, and then just go back to 14, and that'll be the 12 sandbag positions activated. Made it really easy. Beautiful. So that was 35 minutes, 37 seconds, and 89 milliseconds. Beautiful. That, for a tutorial where I had to explain stuff and everything, that's really efficient. I'm very happy with this run. I would hope to get 30 minutes, but looks like 35 minutes is probably the faster one ends of what I'm going to get. So that was really easy today. And just to confirm, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 sandbag positions activated. Thank you guys very, very much for watching, and I hope you have success in your A Conflict Dogtag walkthrough. Goodbye for now.